What's up, this your boy Super Mario 1990 coming at y'all with a reaction to a Cyberpunk 2077 gameplay trailer. Now, this I'm assuming would be the last trailer, or maybe just one of the last trailers before the actual game comes out. And this trailer, I believe, comes from last week's final episode of Night City Wire. They had 5 of those, and that's where they take a portion of the game or just talk about like a certain aspect of the game in each episode. Ironically, last week's episode came out on the day that Cyberpunk was supposed to be released, November 19th. It had, 3 different release dates? It was supposed to be in April, then September, then November. Then they finally pushed it back to December 10th, that's only 2 more Fridays away, y'all. Like, not this Friday, not the next Friday, but the Friday after that. We finally gonna be able to play this game. And I think that's the date that's gonna stick because certain people have actually already gotten early copies of the final game. So December 10th looks like it will actually stick. And in my personal opinion, I think they did that on purpose because November was already a busy month. They were trying to, dodge the competition a little bit. You had Call of Duty, you had Spider-Man, he wanted to drop a game. I think Assassin's Creed came out too. I don't play the Assassin's Creed games, but I know they're widely popular, so they were kind of just like, CD was just like, yo, you know what? We gonna come out in December where it's safe. Ain't nobody else coming out but us. So we gonna dodge the comp and then get our paper in December. So that was that. And I didn't actually watch the episode, but I know that they were supposed to outline I guess the music of the game is Cyberpunk 2077 and how the music I guess fits the timeline and just the game and the whole mood, story, and tone of it. And they were also going to be talking about Keanu Reeves and his involvement with the game. So I'm really interested to see that episode. I wasn't gonna do a reaction on the whole episode. It just would have been too long. I just wanted to see the trailer, and I'm guessing the trailer came from last week's episode. So we're gonna get into the trailer, and after that, of course, I'm going to give you guys my impressions and then just kind of outline what I got coming up, for as far as Cyberpunk 2077, my roadmap of YouTube content. But let's enjoy this trailer first. Here we go. Oh. Ooh. Don't fall. This looks beautiful, man.
We dedicate ourselves to telling immersive stories. Yet with every new project, we set out to make our games bigger, more complex.
Oh, you swimming on here too? I didn't know that.
Engaging.
Come on, V. Let's get you on.
Cyberpunk 2077 carries exploration of a vast open world
Cars, man.
combat, story-changing player choices, and robust character development. All to bring you into our vision of the dark future.
You ever feel like the city doesn't give you a choice? You either burn alive or you never existed at all.
That's
The
deep.
year is 2077. An economic crisis culminating in nuclear conflict has left America in pieces. With most of the conflict degenerating into lawless war zones, people from all over have converged on the already overcrowded Night City, one of the world's last great megalopolises. A hub amassing the best.
Yo, they got Metal Gears up in this game?
And homes to manufacturers of cutting-edge technologies.
Oh, that's
Night
tight.
City continues to
I like that look.
The struggle for power rages. Gangs, corporate agents, peasants, religious cultists, politicians, and all manner of criminals strive to outplay one another. Ordinary people get caught in the
Ooh,
crossfire.
that's a bloodbath.
In Night City, I seek revenge. Much more feasible.
That look kind of old school. That look like Chinatown. Is that Chinatown?
Consumed by never-ending conflict, sometimes only an outsider will get the job done.
Elizabeth tells me you have answers for
I like
us.
that building. Look at that. That looks cool.
And that's you, an urban mercenary, a
Ooh.
cyber-enhanced gun for hire.
You seem to understand each other. Take this.
As a
Stacked
mercenary,
cut.
you swear no allegiance. You've chosen the outlaw life and trust that your abilities will carry you up Night City's ruthless, underground social ladder.
Hard in Night City. That's it right there.
To thrive as a merc, you need the right combination of gear, skills, and reputation.
Dex had a lot to say about you. I hope he wasn't overselling.
With the money you earn, you can turn yourself into a living weapon. Find
Nice.
enhancements in the hundreds.
That's tight. I like that.
As you roam the city streets,
What?
you gain the experience you need to upgrade abilities.
Bash
and
my
acquire
whole head
perks.
off.
Combine the right skills and gear to create a gunslinger with keen reflexes.
Well, that's some John Wick type stuff. Okay.
A stealthy netrunner with command of all surrounding tech. Or practically anyone in between.
Yo, homie just blew his own brains out.
In Cyberpunk 2077,
Oh, that's cool. I gotta get that
you
upgrade.
steal a prototype biochip that can
Just
set
can't
you
kill
up for
himself,
life.
bro.
Being filthy rich.
When its sealed container is ruptured,
Watch out!
the only way to prevent the biochip from failing is to slot it into your head. It turns out it contains the digitized soul of Johnny Silverhand. a dead
Johnny
Robin
Mnemonic.
With violence on his mind.
To say there's an actual terrorist in my head right now.
He's out for revenge. Aims to bring down the megacorp that made the chip.
Do whatever it takes to stop him, defeat him, gut him.
What is in your head can shift
Beat 'em,
the balance
gut 'em.
of power in Night City. The high and mighty will do anything to lay their hands on it.
Told you I'd end you someday.
The choices you make will shape your story and determine how events unfold.
V, you gotta take him down. That's why we're here.
But not everything in Night City
Yeah,
is a
the y'all.
matter of life and death. Sometimes it's about style, choosing your look, your ride, your pastime, who's at your side.
Yo,
Choosing
hey.
how you spend your dirty
The fine, man. I like that one. Yo, they got Star Wars characters in here? Boy, had lightsabers and stuff. Oh, I did not want to see that. Come on.
Welcome to the next generation of open world adventure. Immerse yourself in Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, it's gonna be immersive, alright. So the 10th is finally gonna be here. They saying pre-order now. Yeah, I pre-ordered mine just last week. Good stuff there, right there. Good stuff. So loving it, just like always. The hype is still real for this game. Which is funny because I'm not even like a fan of the whole little cyberpunk thing. I mean, I saw a few like cyberpunk movies in the 90s. Never really too much cared for them. And I think this game was being talked about since like 2012. I didn't hear about it till like the last 3 years. And I'm like, I like what they got going on in here. I mean, I'm loving the customization. I'm a huge fan of just games with depth and variety. And I'm loving how you can actually just like have like branching storylines, or just like, you know, just like an input on where the game's gonna go next. They give you all the RPG options, so you know certain scenarios can play out to, you know, the way you choose them, the way you choose to like play your character. So that's gonna be really fun to experiment and play with, because it provides a lot of replayability. You can just pick certain options that you haven't picked before, or just play like different ways, different styles. And this game looks like those consequences are like accurate. It looks like everything is just so in depth, offers so much variety to the point where like no two playthroughs can be the same. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm loving the customization as far as the players. There was supposed to be something about car customization, but I remember they said they had to cut that out. They just didn't have a lot of room for that. So I'm a little bummed out, but that's what games like, you know, Saints Row and Grand Theft Auto 5 are for. You know, you can customize your car crazy in there, but the cars look good enough. So I think it's something that I'll get over. It's only 2 Fridays away. I got my pre-order copy in. I hope I get mine on time. And I think my real like only gripe with the game is it being a first-person view. First-person view games are I'm not like the biggest fan of them. You know, I'm not against them, but at the same time, it's just something about first-person view. Like, I just like third-person view games, especially for a game like this where you got a lot of customization and personalization. Like, you can't really see your character really, because most of the cutscenes are going to be in first person as well. So it's like, And it's cool to be immersive, but it's like I want to see my character. They got a lot of cool stuff going on in this game. Like I want to see my dude like run around and move around. I want to see what he's doing. Like he's doing all this cool stuff like running on walls or that helicopter scene that they started in. I want to see like how his body or her body is kind of like moving around in reaction to the helicopter just jerking around. It's like I want to see that. I think the biggest thing why I don't like about first person, because we live our lives in first person. You know what I mean? We can't see what we're doing. We're looking through our eyes. So it's like everything is already in first person. Anyway, our whole life is in first person. You know, like you just playing a game in first person. It's kind of redundant. It's like I'm seeing what the character's seeing. I'm not seeing the character though. It's like it's crazy. We do everything in first person already. We go to sleep in first person. You close your eyes and it's black. It's like I want to see some third person stuff going on, but I really wish they would have did what Rockstar did with Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. How it's a third person game, but there's a first person view mode. You just press the touchpad, right? And the whole game is in first person. I think when you get to the cutscenes though, the cutscenes are like third person. But you get to have that first person experience. I wish they would have did both. I think that would have been the best way to go for them. You know, that's really just my only gripe about it, but I'm pretty sure this game is going to provide so much more that you just overlook that easily. And I mean, I'm loving the city. With this game, how the city looks and how it seems like the world interacts. It seems like so much is going on. And, you know, from what I've been hearing about this company, they provide a lot of just detail in their game and just a lot of fun, a lot of depth. So I've never played a game from them. I've heard of The Witcher, but people kept talking about it, but it wasn't my genre. So I'm like, whatever with all that. But something like this, I can get with. It's like a futuristic first-person Grand Theft Auto. I'm down with this. I'm good with it. Like, I'm ready. And full customization, RPG storyline, multiple endings, multiple life paths, and everything can be different depending on what you do and the decisions you make or just who your character is and how you develop them. I'm down for it. And in the future, what I'm going to have coming up is I'm going to do a playthrough of this game. I'm going to do 3 different playthroughs actually. They're not going to be simultaneous, but the first one I want to do is the Street Kid Male V. And I'm going to do a playthrough of that, a GMV, and I'm going to do a review of the game. I'm not going to do a review of every playthrough. I'm just going to do a review of after my first playthrough. And then just, you know, give you guys an idea of how the game goes and how it plays and if it really lived up to the hype, you know, that it's been, you know, just gaining all these years. And then I want to do a female V Nomad. That'll be the second playthrough. And I want to do a GMV of that. I want to do a GMV of each playthrough. The last playthrough will be a male Corpo. Male V Corpo. But yeah, I just want to like just give you guys like a taste of how all the playthroughs go. And again, it's not going to be simultaneous. I'm going to do it as I beat them. So it'll be the male Street V first, and then second will be the Nomad, and the third will be the Corpo. So that's how that's going to go. And yeah, man, I cannot wait, man. Like I said, everything looks beautiful in this game, man. The city, the clubs, even like the bummy areas where you're just like, I never, these meager accommodations. It's like even those kind of look like, yo, if my character has to start out in this area at this point, I'm cool with it. And then they branch out into like the high rises and all the high end places, all the little clubs. The clubs look cool, and like I ain't even kept at parties. Like, but even I'm looking like, yo, if I was about that life, I would be kicking it up in here. So it's like this game got all that going on. So I just really cannot wait to play it. Any customization options, like I'm seeing a lot of cool things in this game. Like the main thing I saw outside of the whole like John Wick gunplay, like dude was like moving real quick. I'm like, I hope I could do that with the thing. That's real cool. But I liked that part where he had made old boy shoot himself in the head. Did y'all see that? Like that was crazy. Like dude was like, you know what? Hey, you ain't finna kill me. I'ma kill me. Like that's some cool powers to have. Like whatever upgrade or ability that was, that's gonna be like the first one that I'm trying to get, because that's gonna be real cool to just go into an environment or just come into a shootout or an encounter and just be like, hey, you kill yourself on demand, and then they do it. That's insane, bro. Like that's probably just as effective as Thanos' gauntlet and just snapping your fingers. Like That's gonna be what's up. I can't wait for it, man. I just can't wait to see what other things this game can do. But yeah, man, you let me know if y'all looking forward to it. What is the most you're looking forward to it, and what you're gonna be doing when you get out in Night City if you get this game. This was Super Mario 1990. I'm out. Peace in.